Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers reveal a preview clip has been released for Thursday, April 3, 2025. It shows Lucas Jones, Van Hansis, making a confession to Marco, Adrian Ancondo, Drew Kane, Cameron Matheson, threatens Portia Robinson, Brooke Kerr. Also, Jen Sidwell, Carlo Rota, toys with Sonny Corinthos, Maury Spinard. Fans will see Lucas get caught up with Marco. Once Lucas shares what he wants Marco to know, they might get closer. However, it is teased that Marco is a man with multiple secrets over with Curtis Ashford, Donald Turner. He will question Kai Taylor, Jen's Austin Astrup. Curtis asked the college student what Drew is asking him to do now. Kai could tell Curtis about his latest chat with the congressman. Even though Kai is excited about this, he did ask a good question. What happens if I get the surgery but still can't play? Chances are that Drew will wait before calling in a huge favor to Kai. One that might not be moral or legal. General Hospital spoilers for Thursday, April 3 reveal that Drew and Portia have another showdown. Portia will stand up to her blackmailer. However, Drew makes it clear that he holds the cards. The congressman warns Portia that he is about to pull the rug from under her cushy little life. As for Jack Brennan, Chris McKenna, he asks Carly Spencer, Laura Wright, if it's something she can live with. Jack might admit that there will always be someone after him, and maybe a little risk in dating him. Jack might also tell Carly that it means he has to keep a lot of secrets. Carly knows a bit about this, as secrets and danger were part of being with Sonny as well. However, when is Jack going to tell her about Jocelyn Jacks, Eden McCoy? Plus, Sasha Gilmore Corbin, Sophia Matson, opens up to Jason Morgan, Steve Burton. This could have to do with Felicia Scorpio's Christina Wagner recommendation to put the baby's father's medical information in the file. Of course, Michael Corinthos, Chad Duell, is the real father, but everyone thinks it's Jason. This conversation, along with Jason's will consideration, means they need to have a talk. Sasha is very independent, so she might not like Jason putting her baby in the will. At the same time, it really seems like these two are bonding. Also, it seems Sidwell toys with Sonny. As Natalia Ramirez, Eva LaRue, scrambles and hides, Sidwell lets Sonny inside. A preview clip shows Sidwell suggesting his resources could help Sonny find the real bad guy. Sonny looks pretty ticked, so let's see what happens next. Thursday's episode of General Hospital promises high-octane drama, secrets on the verge of detonation, and old allies walking a treacherous line between trust and betrayal. With tensions soaring across Port Charles, Jason Morgan finds himself stunned by an unexpected reveal. Drew Kane edges closer to a boiling point, and John Jagger Sidwell continues his dangerous psychological game with Sonny Corinthos. Jason's world shakes again. Jason Morgan isn't easily rattled, but Thursday's developments threaten to destabilize even his legendary cool. Having returned from the shadows weeks ago, Jason has kept a low profile while trying to piece together the missing fragments of his captivity and recent past. But what he uncovers on April 3 is more than just a breadcrumb, it's a bombshell. After an intense meeting with Anna Devane and Jordan Ashford, Jason presses for the full details of the covert operation he was allegedly forced into by the FBI. Anna is torn. Her instincts tell her Jason's no traitor, but her new position as deputy mayor compels her to keep classified intel close to the vest. But it's Jordan who finally drops a chilling piece of the puzzle. There's a name, Jason. A name that connects the FBI, the operation, and everything you've been through since going off the grid. Jason listens carefully. When the name Victor Cassadine comes up once more, along with a second, newer name that's never been associated with him before, Jason's stoic facade finally cracks. Say that again, he demands, eyes narrowing. Jordan nods grimly. Sidwell. Jason's stunned. Why would a clean-cut former FBI agent, one who was supposed to be on the side of justice, be linked to Victor's twisted posthumous agenda? Drew's ticking time bomb. While Jason reels, Drew Kane is facing a ticking time bomb of his own, and he might just be ready to light the fuse. Drew's been patient for far too long. Ever since Jason's reappearance, he's done his best to navigate his complex feelings: loyalty, brotherhood, anger, and a growing suspicion that Jason's silence is more than just trauma. On Thursday, that patience starts to fracture. At Aurora, Carly Spencer tries to play peacemaker. She urges Drew to talk things out with Jason before jumping to conclusions. But Drew, still nursing a grudge over the chaos Jason's return has brought into their lives, lashes out. "Carly, how long do you expect me to pretend Jason's still the same man we knew?" Carly insists that Jason's heart hasn't changed, even if his circumstances have. But Drew isn't buying it anymore. Later, Drew heads to the Metro Court for a chance run-in with Jason. What starts as a tense conversation soon erupts into a near altercation, with Drew accusing Jason of knowing more than he lets on about the dangerous forces threatening Port Charles. "You disappeared for 2 years and came back with more secrets than answers," Drew growls. "And I'm not going to let you keep hiding behind the past." Jason, his voice low and calm, replies, "I'm trying to protect everyone, including you." But Drew isn't interested in protection anymore. He wants the truth. And if Jason won't give it willingly, Drew may start digging in places Jason desperately wants him to avoid. Sidwell's mind games with Sonny meanwhile. Sonny Corinthos continues to dance on the edge of the storm, one that's being carefully engineered by John Jagger Sidwell, who's becoming more of a wild card with each passing day. On Thursday, Sonny receives an unmarked envelope at his penthouse. Inside is a photo, grainy surveillance footage of a younger Sonny in a private meeting with none other than Frank Smith, the mobster who once ruled Port Charles before Sonny took over. Sonny is immediately on edge. He calls Brick to trace the origin, but the number leads to a burner phone already deactivated. Later, Sonny storms into Sidwell's temporary office at the PCPD, flanked by Dex Heller, who's growing increasingly suspicious of Sidwell's motives. "Cut the games," Sonny snaps. "If you got something to say to me, say it to my face." But Sidwell only smirks. "You know, Mr. Corinthos, some people say power makes men paranoid. Others say it just makes them sloppy." Sonny isn't amused. "You think I'm scared of you?" Sidwell chuckles. "Oh no. I think you're scared of the past finally catching up with you." It's clear that Sidwell's pushing Sonny, baiting him into an emotional reaction. But the question is, why Dex, watching silently, begins connecting dots. He later meets with Jocelyn, who's worried that Dex might be getting in too deep again. "You don't understand," he tells her. "Sidwell isn't after Sonny's empire. He's after Sonny himself." The town watches, wary and waiting. As the drama surrounding Jason, Drew, and Sonny unfolds, the rest of Port Charles begins to feel the tension in the air. At the hospital, Elizabeth Weber checks in on Jake, who's been struggling with the return of his father and the uncertainty it's brought to their family. Liz urges Jason to talk to his son more, before the emotional damage becomes irreparable. In the Quartermain mansion, Michael Corinthos quietly meets with Ned and Olivia to discuss contingency plans for ELQ in case Jason or Sonny becomes a legal or criminal liability. Ned's reluctant, but Olivia agrees. "We have to protect the family." Even Ava Jerome finds herself caught in the crosshairs. A cryptic voicemail on her phone. No caller ID, just static, and then a single word: "Warn him." She assumes it's about Sonny. But when she plays it again, she swears the voice sounds familiar, too familiar. The iceberg beneath the surface. Thursday's episode makes one thing clear. The battle lines in Port Charles are shifting. And the war being fought isn't just about territory or loyalty. It's about control of the narrative, and who gets to rewrite history. Jason is trying to piece together the fragments of a life he doesn't fully remember. Drew is trying to reclaim agency in a world that keeps sidelining him. Sonny is trying to maintain a kingdom that's being quietly dismantled from within. And Sidwell, well, no one knows yet what Sidwell really wants. But make no mistake, he's playing the long game. And every move, every whisper, every shadowy interaction is part of a larger strategy. Thursday ends with Jason back at his safe house, staring at the photo Jordan gave him. A picture of Sidwell with an unnamed agent and a man who, at first glance, looks remarkably like Jason himself. The caption underneath is in code. Jason rums his fingers across the grainy image. What the hell were you really doing, Sidwell? One thing is certain, answers are coming. But so is danger. Want to follow up for Friday's episode, or a longer breakdown of any of these storylines, like Jason's past with Sidwell? Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our GH News 24 YouTube channel for more update news.